Thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Consultant. Please press subscribe and like and share this audio with someone who you may think need it or want to open up a business. I've always said you can never get rich working for somebody else. You get rich by working for you, for yourself. Now, we're going to talk about how to open up your own non-medical home care agency in Georgia. The application fee is as followed. Now, to fill out the application, the fee is $250. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The application fee is $300. And then each service is an additional $250. So let me give you an example. So let's say you're filling out the application fee. That's $300. Then you're going to offer companion sitting. That's $250. And then you're going to offer personal care. That's another $250. So your whole application total would be $800. Do you see how we got that? So they break this down on the website and explain it a little more. So for each category, so it's $300 for the application, and then each category is additional $250. So let's say you're doing an application fee $300, companion sitting $250, personal care $250, and then you're going to provide some type of nursing service. That would be an additional $250, and that would be $1,000 for your application. Say you're going to only do companion sitting. That's it. That's all you're going to offer. Then it's $300 for the application and $250 for companion sitting. So that means the total for your application fee would be $550. Okay? So that's how their application fee is done. So now, to open up a non-medical home care agency in Georgia, you're going to choose your business structure. Do you want an LLC or a corporation, or how do you want it? Register with the Georgia Secretary of State. Get your federal EIN number, which is IRS.gov. Fill out the application, and it'll give you the number and everything right after you fill out the application. Then you're going to register with the Department of Revenue for your taxes in Georgia. Okay? So in Georgia, a non-medical home care agency falls under the private home care provider. And their initials for that is PHCP. PHCP, and that stands for Private Home Care Provider. And it would be issued by the Georgia Department of Community Health, DCH. Georgia Department of Community Health. Okay. The PHCP license allows you to send caregivers into the client's home to provide a service such as personal care, companionship, meal preparation, transportation, and medication reminder. So you're going to complete your PHCP license application. I will put the link and everything in the notes. So you would go and fill out that. Then there's an application packet required, and the details and what you'll need is all in there. You'll have to complete the application fee, which I just went over that and showed you what that was, business information, where your agency at, your address and the phone number of your agency, what type of business structure is. Let's just say it's a LLC. a description of your business. You're going to be offering non-medical home care services. You have to have a background check and fingerprint for the owner and administrator. Notarized personal identification affidavits. Proof of business registration. Policy and procedure manual. You know you're always going to need that. Your job descriptions and your training and your emergency plan and the governance ordinance, etc. All that's in a job description. The insurance document, which shows your general liability, personal liability, and if you're going to be hiring W-2 employees, it would be your workman comp insurance. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we can help you do your policy and procedure manual if you need that. It costs anywhere between $2,500 and $3,500. You're going to contact us at globaleliteacademy.net. You could go on there, fill out the contact form. We'll get back with you in about 48 hours. Or you could just look up our phone number and give us a call. That's globaleliteacademy.net. Let me see. All of the caregivers that you hire, you're going to have to have a background check on them. All owners and administration personnel must undergo a criminal background check and fingerprints. For the administrator the administrator, you have to have, all your education training for key personnel must be reviewed by the state, the training and everything that you receive. You're going to submit your application online. Georgia now accepts the PHCP license application via the Healthcare Facility Regulation Division online portal, and I'll put that under your notes. So after they get through inspecting everything and approving everything, then they'll let you know that they're going to complete an on-site inspection at your office. And usually it's, they want to go over your policy and procedure manuals. And they may do it online because nowadays they don't, very rarely come out. They usually do everything online. If you're approved, you'll receive your license to operate a non-medical facility. Home care. And then you must display your license to make sure people see them if you have it in an office. If you're going to be in your home office, you want to, even though nobody's coming to your home, you still want to have them displayed in your home. Okay, your license do have to be renewed. It doesn't say here if it's yearly or every 2 years. It says periodically, so you can look on the website and it'll tell you, when. And your policy and procedure manual needs to be updated. Let's see. Okay, so there's you could get the form. There's a place here to get the license forms and application packet. And again, it's called Private Home Care Provider Application Packet. I'll put that in the notes on the link in the website. On this audio, so you'll be able to get that. And then you have the Private Home Care Program Overview, which is your rules and regulations for your home care agency. Okay. And then I already went over the fees. Fees are paid through the Georgia Department of Community Health Payment Portal. when you submit your application online. And as you can see, most of these cities most of them have the same process. All the they may, I think Seattle, Washington had a little different because all businesses there, you have to have another ID number that you have to apply for. But for the most part, all of the steps are the same for no matter where you're going to open them. You might have, like I said, it might be a few additional, but the main thing, you have to get your phone number, the business structure, your business address. If you're going to have it in your office, in your home, then you need to have a virtual address because you don't want to be giving your home number out. Home address. I'm sorry, you don't want to be giving your home address out all over the internet. So you would get a virtual address number and use that for your business address. If your office is going to be in your home. And then you need another phone number because you need a professional business phone. I like Grasshopper because, they have an auto attendant there that you can program to answer, transfer the calls and all of that. So I really like that, and the price is very reasonable. So let me see what else you need. And then the IRS is the same for everybody. You just go on there, fill out your IRS.gov, fill out everything, and you'll get your EIN number. And then you submit everything to the Secretary of State, so everything is legally registered. And obviously, you need a business name. Sometimes I forget to say that, but I think you already know that you have to have a business name. So you want to check your business name and make sure that nobody else has that business name. So when you go to register your name, it's going to check you and see if it's anything, in your area. When I opened up mine, I also Googled my name to make sure there was no business anywhere with my name. So I just didn't want just the city that I was living in. I wanted to make sure that nobody had this name anywhere. So after I checked it thoroughly with the state that I was living in, then I Googled it to make sure that nobody else had that name. So you can Google it and then check with the state and, make sure nobody has that name. You just don't check the state and that's it because, now most of the businesses, you do business on the internet. So you don't want to, your business is not, the name is fine in your state, but as soon as you post something, there go you and 3 other places that got the same number, the same name pop up on the internet. So you want to make sure that nobody else has your name. So just, also Google it to make sure no one else have it. So those are the main things. For the IHSS, we'll do another video on that to show you how to apply for that. But this is all you need for the home care. And again, I will post those links in the notes here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you need any help with anything, even help with doing the license, if you don't know how to do the license and you need help doing that, contact us. Go to globaleliteacademy.net. That's globaleliteacademy.net. Look up our phone number, give us a call, or you can fill out the contact form. Fill out the contact form, and then we'll get with you within 48 hours. Or, you could give us a call or fill out the contact form, either or. And we can help you. Now, it depends on what state you need help in to how much the price is going to be. If you're calling because you need help in Georgia, if you're getting the HSS, as well as, well, just give us a call and we'll tell you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.